Should this sprinter have been relegated for this move against Matus Mikkels? We've seen plenty of these being deemed to be relegations last year. We have stage 4 of the Tour of Oman from Al Sawadi Beach to Sohar. It's a pancake flat sprint stage, no even KOM points I don't think available, so no wind. Yeah, they're on the coast, so maybe there could have been, but they're on big highways and there wasn't. So pretty chill day apart from the initial break fight. Vestroffa tried to get the break again. Goscherny wanting to keep the combined points and KOM like points jersey. Didn't want him to go on the breakaway. So that happened. Then Varavarkhelova, he went in the break for Sudal Quickstep. He's the man who crashed in Alula, so he's been in the Middle East for quite a while. Goscherny joins him to try and mathematically seal that jersey, and then the Peloton takes a day off and just chills. So Jayco were controlling. I don't really know why, because they don't have Ackermann here or a sprinter. Alpecin obviously controlling for Gerben Thijssen, who's their new signing, who was a little bit disappointing in the first sprint stage, but these pancake flat sprints are good for him. Caja Rural helping because they have Fernando Gaviria and X for Erland Blickra. So not the deepest sprint field you'll ever see in a Dot Pro. And yeah, at all, to be honest. Normally you have either a Coy, Merlier, Cavendish has come to this race previously and won a few stages. Normally there is a top sprinter here because it's two, layup sprints if you get the train right. So a bit surprising. And we have X, they help catch the breakaway, 2Ks to go. They fought well, but too many teams wanting a sprint. UAE have a short lead out of Gerhard Rui Oliveira for the first sprint winner, Juan Sebastian Milano. We have the neo-professional Emmanuel Huku, who is on Q365 Pinarello Pro Cycling. I think giving him the lead out is David Gonzalez, who they also recently signed. He was not a journeyman, he's 29, but he was on Caja Rural for a long time and is kind of a misc sprinter, not quick enough to win himself. I think it's him. He does a really good job guiding Huku through the final of this stage. Because, X are down to just Tiller for Blickra. Alpecin look like it's all gravy. They got 3 lead-out riders with Thijssen there. Plowright's looking behind. Maybe in another world, I think Plowright might be quicker than Gerben Thijssen, but we'll see. You see Tiller, the huge form. He is helping Blickra, so it's not 3 times 4-man lead-out trains. So Alpecin, they swing from left to right after the corners to try and shut off teams shooting from the back. They leave just enough space on the inside for one rider to scoot through, but then they wave a bit, and so full trains aren't able to shoot up the inside. That's what EF were trying to do with Matus Mikkels, the Estonian national champion. But we have Oliveira and Milano getting detached from each other around this moment here. EF trying to shoot up the left-hand side. Alpecin are seeing, do they have Gerben Thijssen or Plowright there? I think Thijssen is deeper in the field. Mikkels is a little bit closed to the left-hand side. His train moves up the left. Still looking okay for Alpecin, if not a little bit early. The wind comes from the right, like on the first sprint. A bit of a cross headwind from the right-hand side. So you want to sprint on the left-hand side, and moving up is easier on the left-hand side. So probably Alpecin, they leave too much of a gap here. Too much space to their inside, considering the wind direction. Oliveira is detached from Milano. He tries to create open space, and he sprints to the right-hand side, and Milano just gets a little bit unlucky. If the Lotto rider follows Oliveira, or if the rider in front of him follows or sprints to Oliveira's wheel, Milano wins this sprint most likely. He's the quickest here. But that doesn't happen. They don't get to Oliveira's wheel, and so Milano's just caught a little bit deep. Alpecin do then move over to the left-hand side enough. Mikkels is going to try to shoot into the back wheel of Blickra here. He's shooting the left side where he sees a bit of space, getting up to speed. Huku is going on the right-hand side where the wind direction is a little less advantageous. And then Blickra, he launches off the back of, I think, Plowright, and then moves to the left-hand side, shutting off Matus Mikkels. Huku looks like it's a drag race between him and Blickra. Milano flashes through early, but here you see Mikkels had already committed. He's already going through that gap. The gap was there. Blickra opens his sprint. They first make contact here, elbow to elbow. Blickra then opens up the space a little bit, and then there is space once again for Mikkels to sprint through. And then Blickra makes another move all the way to the left barrier, shutting off Mikkels, who basically, has to stop his sprint and can't win. So that was like a clear relegation every time last year, that where it was a point of emphasis. A man involved in this sprint had his only professional win, Rui Oliveira, taken away for the same move, basically, in the Tour of Slovenia against Fabio Kristen. And you see the wind direction, look at the flags on the left-hand side. That was sort of the negative for Huku, who's still very good performance for him second. Should have been a win because, obviously Blickra should have been relegated based on all the past, rulings they've had on sprints in the last year, where they try to stop people putting people in the barriers, basically. And I guess it's maybe not as big a point of emphasis as last year. Maybe Mikkels didn't complain. Here's what Blickra had to say after the stage.
It's a relief to start the season in a good way. Then I can, relax a bit more or not relax, but be confident and just do my best. And once you start winning, then there will come more.
Tomorrow we have the final showdown to Green Mountain. Can Adam Yates take 30 seconds back on Mauro Schmidt? I think he probably can, but it's going to be a good battle. Till that video, ciao, ciao.